Okay, so this video, I was honestly, I was doubting if doing this video because honestly, I do not love telenovelas, but they're very popular. So I think I would have to just talk about this. Hello, hello, welcome to this new video. As you can see in the title, yes, I will be talking about this video. My name is Daniela Barrera. I am a language coach. I teach English and Spanish, and I organize every month language exchange meetups in Tijuana so people can just join the community and interact with native other people with the same interests, traveling, languages, learning. And yeah, basically, it's just like a networking for language people. Honestly, before this video, I didn't know why they were so popular.
¡No se le ocurra pegarle! ¡Con qué feliz! ¡Quita esa vieja zorra! ¡Ay, no, por favor! ¡Ya la voy a matar! ¡No!
I just remember I had a student from Asia. I think he was Japanese. And he barely spoke English. And then I asked, "Hey, why would you like to learn Spanish? What do you know? Have you studied Spanish before?" And he said, "No, I honestly do not know much about Spanish. I would like to learn it. I need it for my work. But I know some telenovelas." And he mentioned some, and I was like, cool. I think I remember, but I wasn't sure. And also a Korean man came, and it was the same thing. And I was like, really? Do you really enjoy telenovelas? And I honestly understand why. They're very like intense, and they have like between 100 and 130 episodes to complete like the whole story. So you don't have to commit to like decades of just watching it. So I get this kind of like a series that we have in Mexico. Why are they popular? Okay, first is the cultural tradition. They started in the 1950s. So now we have 70 years of tradition of watching telenovelas. Um, my personal story is that when I was a kid, I used to watch telenovelas for kids. And I remember my grandmother used to watch telenovelas as well. And I think it's just part of the Mexican culture. Telenovelas had been like, I mean, since the 50s. So I think it's something that just families grew up and watching them together. Because, okay, I have to like tell you that the way the traditions are here, or at least in my family, we are so used to eat lunch together. So it's common to just sit down and in the table you start eating, and sometimes a telenovela is on the TV. So it's just something that you grew up with. So that's why it's a like cultural tradition, because usually we just grew up watching our abuelitas telenovela or our own telenovela like for kids. So I think that's one of the things. Another thing that I think that make telenovelas very popular is the storytelling. The storytelling, it's very emotional. So they're kind of like related to life struggles, love, betrayal, what else? Injustice, like those kind of things, like I don't know, like love between the rich and the poor, those kind of things that are very emotional. So I think that's why they're very popular, because the stories are very powerful sometimes. What I do not love about telenovelas is sometimes they like remake literally the same stories, but I mean, it's okay if the next generation just want to watch the abuelitas telenovela and for the same generation. I mean, for the new generation, I guess it's okay. And another way that the telenovelas are very popular are because they are broadcast in a very like national TV um way, and it's totally free, like it's open. So I think that's why it's very common. You don't need to pay like any extra to watch telenovelas. So there are two big broadcasting companies here in Mexico, and they do have different telenovelas, and sometimes like actors change these like to the competition, we say. Um, but usually that's why they're very popular, because it's just you could be like almost any part of Mexico, and then you can like just use your TV with the antenna, and then you would have access to any almost any telenovela. So I mentioned already that it's a shorter version of the Western series, or something that is very popular in the States, which takes like decades to cover. Like they're called soap operas, American soap operas, I think. I'm not sure because I'm not familiar with those. Um, and yeah, they're more popular telenovelas because they're intense, because they're short, and they're related to life struggles. They're not like really complex stories. It's just that. So that it's another aspect is that they're related to like reflection of society, and I think that's why it's very popular, because it's like class division, corruption, even domestic abuse is um I don't know, spoken, broadcast, approach, address in this telenovelas. I think it's a way to educate in a proper way if they do it correctly. I think it's a good way to teach society what it's normal, what it's not normal, and what should be um better, like what is a healthy environment, what is not a healthy environment. So it mirrors the struggles of our society. As far as you know, Mexico, it's not like a very safe place, but it's not the worst. I mean, just depends on where you're at. So I think it just like reflects a lot from the society, and of course, like drama, it's always like all the time. So another way is they're very popular even outside of Mexico, because we export, and it's a pride for us to have this type of kind of like films art. As I told you in the beginning of this video, it's very popular in other countries, especially Latin American countries. And I think it's a good way also for you to practice the listening, because it has, at least Mexico has neutral, almost all Mexico, but neutral um pronunciation. So it's good for you to listen to telenovelas, movies, TV shows from Mexico, because they do have a good um, pronunciation. It's clear. We do not drop some letters at the end. So I think it's good to do it. So this is why telenovelas are very important in the world, and maybe you know them, because we export like worldwide this type of content. And that's it. Basically, telenovelas are very popular also because of the star, like star power, like actors. They're like participating in this telenovela. So this is why it just like it happens in Hollywood. Like depends on the actors. Probably the movie is going to be very popular. So these are my thoughts about why telenovelas are very popular. Nowadays, I do not watch telenovelas, but I think last time I watched something similar is called a very specific, but it's a TV show. It's very similar to a telenovela. It's called La Rosa de Guadalupe. And this reflects a lot from a society, even in a like comic way. At least to me, I think it's funny. So again, it's a way to reflect what might be good or bad. So I think it's a good way to just watch some things in your family to analyze the society and analyze what is good and bad and what would be a healthy environment or not. And at the end, this is a video for you to understand the culture, understand how we see it. And from my point of view, my perspective as a teacher, I think it's a good way for you to get to know the culture and also for you to practice the listening, especially the listening. Later, I will share in a really long version like this films, movies, series, TV shows that I can recommend to you because I do not love our production, but I will explore soon and then I will tell you my thoughts. If you do not like telenovelas, I recommend you to watch. It's kind of like a telenovela. It's a series called, I think it's on Netflix. It's called Club de Cuervos, club, like a club, Club de Cuervos. Coco, of course, the movie Coco from Disney. And I think that's it. For now, I can recommend you just that. My name is Daniela Barrera again, and that's it. That's why telenovelas are very popular, I think, worldwide. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you didn't like it, just leave the comment anyway. And if you do watch telenovelas, please tell me what's your favorite. I wish you an excellent day and see you in the next video. Bye.